Alright, so we are finally heading back to Canada tomorrow morning, but we had to do our PCR tests, and we had a little complications because they apparently did a typo with our address. So they're not able to upload the information on this app that gives us the information that we can use when we arrive at the borders. We're fully vaccinated, but going back to Canada, you still need a negative test if it's more than 3 days. So tomorrow we have to go back to the place and get that fixed, because there's no phone number and you can't contact them. So it's a bit of a chaotic challenge right now, but this is travel. Things happen, whatever.
What's up everyone, we're MarkaRita. For anyone new here, we make movies for a living, acting, Arabic teaching, as well as fitness coaching. And now we added travel vlogging to the mix. Recently we spent some time in Toronto, before passing by New York, and coming back home to Montreal for Christmas with family. Since we love culture, we made plans to travel the world and share our experience with you. But because of what's happening in the world right now, those plans have pretty much failed. Sort of. Just watch till the end. We'll explain everything. Heading to Montreal.
Okay, we're ready to head back to Montreal. It's gonna be about a 7-hour drive, but first we have to fix that little COVID test thing. Still got the grocery going. Ready to go home.
Alright, all good? We got tested negative and now we're gonna be on our way to Montreal. Smooth sailing.
Here we go, but breakfast first because we're hungry.
Yep.
Okay, if you're in Brooklyn, you have to pass by Bagel Boy. Look at this. They make some delicious bagels. And Rita got some coffee. The lady was talking like that, and I love it. How you doing? So fresh.
Just got something on your mouth. I hate this part. This is taking forever.
Forever. For eternity. For there is no time. There is only rain. What is time?
Anything? Question? Request? Okay.
This is what it's like being with an actor.
Okay, we just made it after a long drive. Smooth though, everything went well, and we left our stuff in the entrance. But before we unpack, I'm gonna give you a nice little tour. It's a really nice place. Here we go. Oh, hello there. Rita, we need a tour.
Oh, okay. So as you can see, this is the bedroom.
Awesome.
And we have ample hangers.
Impressive.
Follow me. over here we have the living room
Nice.
with a lamp that luckily works.
Ah, so much glowing.
I'm gonna show you the kitchen. Oh, and also there's
Oh.
a Buddha. The kitchen has a beautiful black design. And we have a coffee maker, which is very important for me. Toaster, and microwave, and fridge. Very big fridge.
Well, Merry Christmas.
And last but not least, the bathroom. A very lit bathroom. Washer, dryer. A mirror that's too high for me.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Who's the shortest of them all?
Aw, that's cute. You're tall in spirit.
And that's about it for the tour. Right now we're gonna spend some time with family because it's the holidays. But the next vlog will be something really special. And it's not in Canada.
Oh my god.
So
We had dreams.
we had a lot of things planned.
So many big ambitions.
So many great adventures.
So much pandemic.
So we had this big plan to go to Asia for the month of December to April. And that did not work out because that's what happens when you try to plan things during a pandemic. So I'm going to put a list of countries here, as you can see, and we'll tell you how each one of them did not work out. One day in Toronto, everything was fine. There was no news about the big O word. So the plan was first to go to Singapore for New Year's because, you know, they have a great fireworks show in Marina Bay Sands. And then go to Vietnam, and then go to Bali, and then Japan.
Yes!
Yes.
But no.
Yeah. So, one day while we were in Toronto, we booked Qatar Airways to go to Singapore. Everything was great. No problems. No news about variants whatsoever. And then while we were in New York, we find out that there will be no fireworks in Singapore.
And it went downhill from there. The other thing we learned while we were in New York is that Japan closed its borders. And we were dying to go to Japan. And also Vietnam. And Singapore tightened their restrictions. Except for something called the VTL, Vaccinated Travel Lanes, which includes exceptions for certain countries, like Canada.
Except,
We're with Qatar Airways, so we're passing through Qatar. And it's not part of the VTL. It was supposed to be, but it wasn't.
which means that we had to quarantine for 14 days the second we land, and we're planning to stay there for...
10 days.
So that's not gonna work out.
Yes.
So we decided to replace our travels to Singapore with Thailand.
Yes, that was so exciting.
We were so excited.
So for Thailand, everything seemed okay. Restrictions aren't as tight. The cases aren't as insane. So we're like, all right, we buy our tickets.
So the next day, Mark finds out that Thailand tightened the restrictions and we had to automatically quarantine for 7 days, except in one location where you can stay and reside in for 7 days, and that's in Phuket. And we didn't mind staying there for 7 days, obviously. But then we did more research and we found out that Thailand once went on lockdown when there was a COVID spike. And we did not want to take that chance while we were there and really not experience Thailand the way we're supposed to experience it. So we decided to go somewhere close to home.
So we thought that would be a nice alternative. Closer to home, things don't seem as bad. But then we start noticing that it's really spiking everywhere in the world. Every country is taking different measures and restrictions. That could include South American countries. Or, whether they do or not, we might find ourselves stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
And the government is not recommending traveling, especially if you get stuck.
We just wanted to avoid any complications trying to go back to Canada if something were to happen.
We want to travel responsibly also. So we want to, I feel like it's important to take precautions and look at the situation. So right now I feel like it's smarter to stay within Canada. So we're going to do this for now for about a month and then revisit the situation. If things calm down, variant-wise, then we'll see. This variant, every variant feels like a horrible sequel to a horrible original film. So, we're on our way to Calgary now.
Because it's apparently the only city in Canada that's still doing fireworks. Good?
Good.
Can I eat now?
Yes.
Awesome.
Certainty. Is anything certain or sure in this world? Nothing is certain.
And I shook the camera.
So while we were in Toronto, we booked Qatar Airways to go to Singapore, and
Sorry, that was so good. Okay, so while we were in New York, we also discovered that
say that again. I was
the other thing we learned in New York,
so after long hours of researching,
and readjusting, readapting, canceling, modifying.